everybody knows your name. Laughter fills the air like a sweet refrain. Sit and share a story, but I drink or two. In this cozy bar, where dreams come true, where smiles and friends remain, and good times ease the pain. Here we go again.
Hello, hello. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you let me know? That'd be just swell. Oh, I was hoping an update would fix things and it hasn't. Kirsty, are you doing okay? Other stuff. Still hasn't. YouTube Stream Deck, sort your shit out, man. Sort your shizzle out. I'm going to try this while we're live, see if it works. This might work, this might not work. I'm pressing buttons, to hell with the consequences. Steve-o. No, still nothing. It's bang out of order, bang out of order. Sort your shit out, will ya? Right, anyway, so come on, bot, where are you? Can I do that from here? I'll do that from over there and see if that works. Mandy, the intro is very cheesy. It's very suitable for purpose, I think. Cheesy fits. Yes, come on, bot, there you go, it's on. It's on there. Casper, how you doing, bud? Hello to Helen. Of course, the Norfolk correspondent, doing remarkable work in the field. And Ruby Roo too, indeed. Oh, man. I say this every single week, don't I? But I got out the shower about 15 minutes ago and I'm roasting, and this room has been really warm all day. Because despite the fact that it's rained non-stop all day, it's actually been quite warm. And I can't turn the heating down, because if I did, it'd just end up being freezing tonight when I'm lying on my bed, and I can't have that. I cannot have that. That is simply not acceptable. But, hang on, Botrix, don't tell me that you've jumped out, have you? No? I'm still logged in, why isn't it? Why is it coming up on the screen from Twitch but not from YouTube, man? What's going on? The world's gone mad. Yeah, we're fully plugged in and everything. This is simply insane. Try the new warning symbols. So it's a footy warning. I don't mind that one.
It's going up.
No, wrong. Car one. Are we alright with that? A boxy one. If we talk about planes, cricket, which might crop up, and knitting, which might crop up. It was 4 this morning, but I got up to 14 today, and sunny all day. We've had something stupid like 18 Celsius today, but it's been raining constantly. Absolute pain in the arse. Blue skies and 20 today. We have had all your rain for the last 9 months by the sound of it. Just hasn't stopped. Constantly has not stopped. It's slowed down a bit now though. But I was in the conservatory earlier doing my walk. that was about 10 past 7ish, and it sounded like hailstones and all kinds. It was horrible. It was a bit early for Oops Upside Your Head, but never too early for a bit of Beastie Boys. Sabotage, what a tune that is. Pizza all round. I could snarl a pizza. I've not eaten today. Well, I have had porridge this morning, but I've not had any TT food. Deserve all your rain. I do, mate. I do. I don't mind the rain normally. Hey, Botrix has come to the party. Rained all day there too. Considering that we're probably under the same bloody cloud, I'm not surprised. But we did get told it's going to be lovely. It's going to be lovely. Do you mean it's going to be lovely? Temperature's going to go up, yeah, I know, but there's a cloud about 20 foot above the house that hasn't moved all day. No tea, what? I've had no tea. I've not had my tea. That's breakfast, dinner and tea, by the way. Not allowed to say lunch, because if you do, you get outed as a Tory. Genuinely, in our school, if someone said lunch, fucking Tory, lad. So, yeah, breakfast, dinner and tea. I've not had my tea. Or dinner, if you are posh, of course. What did I have? Oh, I've had, been snarling walnuts, obviously, because they're good for you, aren't they? Louise, good evening to you too. Just bobbed in to show your face. You are still breathing. That's good to hear, but you can't stay as you're doing a jinxie. You're at Fat Club. What? Oh, you're falling asleep. Sorry, yeah, I didn't see the emoji. So why are you going to Fat Club? Nice to see you anyway. And if you need to sleep, sleep. Don't worry about that. If it wasn't for that Svalbard cold being dragged down from the pole to Portugal, we wouldn't have the warmer temperature we do these days. It's nice at the moment. And it's, like I say, I've got coats. I have coats of many colours and many varieties. So if I need to go out in the wet, I don't mind at all. Quite happy with it. Being from the northwest of England, we're used to it. As Mandy would be in the north of Wales, you just get used to the fact that it rains all the time. And there's no such thing as bad weather, as Billy Connolly said. You're just wearing the wrong clothes. Throw on a nice coat. That's why Liam Gallagher has got so many coats. It's not because he's a fashion icon. It's because he's from bloody Manchester. You need them. He didn't just go shopping when he earned a few quid. He had these coats beforehand. Yeah, Fat Club or dogging. We need to know. There's a big difference between these two, Louise. We need to know. I suppose you could marry both together, couldn't you? And have a dogging Fat Club. I mean, it's exercise, if nothing else. And you'd lose quite a lot. Might not be weight, but you'd lose quite a lot. Not all the time. Yes, all the time. All the time in North Wales it rains. It rains indoors in North Wales. Oi, Stevens, no! Very Harry Enfield of you. 10 to 14C as day temperatures like that. The summer's day in Iceland. Very nice. I can deal with 10 to 14 degrees, I don't mind. And I can deal with the rain. What I don't like, and this is the thing that worries me slightly, which is why I've been running, which is why I've been walking indoors on the treadmill, is I don't want to be walking outdoors on newly fallen leaves that are then covered in rain and get slippy. I don't want to fall over outside. But I almost fell over on the treadmill last week. I only go between 3 and 4 kilometres an hour. That's it. Nothing special. Just a nice gentle walk. And just above the plus, as I was trying to get up to 4 kilometres per hour, is an automatic setting where you can choose 6 kilometres an hour or 12. I accidentally clicked on 12 before I knew where I was. Luckily, I've got really long legs and I managed to keep going until I could slow it down and turn it back down to 4. But I was lucky. I could have disappeared back through the brick wall into my living room, which would have been very dangerous. Ali, Ali-o, how you doing? Ali, Ali, Ali-o. Day length is down to 11 hours today. Doesn't feel enough, does it? Run, Ashy, run. You call me fat boy. Don't call me fat boy. You mean like Forrest, don't you? Not run, fat boy, run. Run, Ashy, run. Yeah. I tried almost tried last week just to almost jog at 3.3 kilometres per hour. Instead of just walking, slightly jump up. And I will get there. I will. You can tell you're tired. You've been trying to work out why I'm not wearing that red nose. But I am wearing a red rose. Good lanky colour. What's up? You just tired, or you got a little bit of illness? Because I know the feeling. If it's illness, this cold will not go away. I've just had a lemsip though before the stream, so hopefully we're sorted. Ali, you are wrecked. Ali, Ali-o. Day length is down to 11 hours and 13 minutes in Puerta de la Suz. I went out last night. I was downstairs on my own from 10 o'clock onwards. That's how bad things are at the moment. My nephew's upstairs playing on his computer. Ma and Da were in bed. I was downstairs at 10 o'clock on my own, so I got my camera and decided to go out and try and record something. And I felt guilty. Why do I feel guilty for going out at 10 o'clock at night? I was streaming till later than 10 o'clock at night down by the front recently. But yeah, and it didn't quite work the way I wanted it to, so I might have to go and do it again with a slightly bigger camera this time, I think. That one, perhaps. Need a massage? Ali, Ali, out. Do you need one? You started back to work Monday, off tomorrow, back Friday. Very nice. My daughter is off work today and tomorrow, so I've had a lie-in this morning and tomorrow. Oh, man. Bliss. No alarm and no surprises. Are you offering, Steve-o? Are you offering? Don't run before you can walk. I can walk. What I can't do is, I can't run. I wish I could run. If I could just do some gentle jogging for half an hour to an hour, I'd start to build up so much more muscle. I'd work off a little bit of the calories that I'm having to eat to try and keep myself strong. They're going in the wrong places, unfortunately. I'm getting a bit of a cocky watchman's hut on me. I don't like that. And my legs are still too thin. They need to be thicker in the area. 11 hours and 15 minutes in Norwich. They are a little bit further over to us. They're to the east than us, so it is different. Oh, lanky, lanky. Lanky, 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 Lancashire. The one over my shoulder, it is a lamp. It's one of those ship's type lamps. A shippy nautical type lamp, which I'm using as a motivational lamp. So it makes it look as though that's what's lighting the back of my head when actually it's not. It's this thing here. Because I'm a cheat like that. I've turned into a full-on YouTube wanker, unfortunately. The over-the-shoulder bulb holder. I like it though. Apart from the fact that you can't really see what it looks like, which you should do because it's a really nice looking light. It's brass. I've got brass in my nuke, which sounds very, very painful. It's like when the darkness pushes the boundary from when you can get comfortable outside. Yeah, it is. It's weird, but I don't mind. I don't mind being out at night. I used to walk home at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, through absolute pitch black where people are scared shitless, and then I realised I had nothing to be scared of. It's them that were scared of me. You know what I mean? Could try water aerobics. No. There is a swimming pool. I don't even know if it's still open in Southport, but no. I just need to keep on walking. I'm definitely, next time I have a day off, I'm going to see how long I can go without collapsing, just walking. And then I can use that as a baseline for getting better. Every month, see what's the furthest I can walk. Pick a day, have a day off, see what's the furthest I can walk in one day. East doesn't affect the day length, but being further south does. Oh yeah, but sorry, it does. You know, being further south does. But when it's dark here, we're on the same time zone. And Steve's over in Norwich, and like Sir Jinxie and Ali are over in Ireland. So even though we're in the same time zone, there's hundreds and hundreds of miles between us. So it's going to get darker earlier where Steve is, and sunrise is going to be earlier where they are as well. It's mad the way it works. It's like I'm calling to you with a lanky and the no alarms and no surprises. You'll be back in a bit to confess you've never seen Gregory's Girl or Meatballs. Go and stand in a corner and think about what you've done, young man. Never seen Gregory's Girls. Meatballs I can understand, but Gregory's Girl, what? What are you playing at, man? In winter, the day starts at 9 and ends at 3:30. I know how to read a clock. What the hell's going wrong with me? Steve knows exactly what he's doing, shouting out lanky. Hello, Alio. And the other time seems otherworldly. It is crazy. I think people from all over the world don't realise just how weird it is living far north or far south. If you live in Patagonia or part of bloody Norway or something, how long or how short the days are given what day it is. How guys, the knitting. All right, mate. You finished the second and last cricket ball, the new cricket ball, isn't it, rather than the 40 overs old one. Having to lie in tomorrow. You're not the only one, Alio. As is my friend Julia from down south. She's full of the leggy as well, apparently. Further east means earlier sunrise and earlier sunset. Yep. Even if you're in the same time zone, it can just be strange. If you can FaceTime someone, FaceTime 3 other people in the same time zone. One's in pitch black, one's in sort of dusky light, blue light, and one's during it looks like it's middle of the day. It's mad. Yeah, it's surprisingly hard to embroider diagonal lines around a ball. Mother Nature manages to do that, doesn't it? With the equator and things like that. Having to solo it is just, it's mad, isn't it? Schedule poison dogging. We don't want any poison around the dogging. Thank you very much. Thomas and Casper. Daylight time is one thing. When it's pouring down and grey all day, you barely notice the light. Just said that's been the same here. And I've been sat by the window all day long. It's now pitch black. It hasn't been much brighter than that all day. How's Mrs. Thomas? Okay? And Domingos Duarte. Casper, your uncle's in summer. Your cousin once yelled, doesn't it get darker or what? In winter it rises at 10 and sets at 2:30. Sun stays in the golden zone all day. It's a different world. And yet people who live in the equator would not believe it. People in the southern parts of the States are always absolutely blown away by it when they get here, and like they come during the summer and it's hotter than they think, and it gets to about 11 o'clock at night and it's still daytime. They just can't get their heads around it whatsoever. It is mad, mad. Lad from Gregory's Girl also sang the Scottish World Cup song with B.A. Robertson. It was brilliant. B.A. Robertson, do you know what? He has written a huge amount of hits for other people, but he's also written some good stuff himself. Cool in the Caftan is still a boss tune. John Gordon Sinclair would be Gregory. I had an uncanny resemblance to all the people in Gregory's Girl, all the lads anyway in Gregory's Girl, at that age. Watching it was like looking into a mirror. It was scary. The scene will be picked for bowling advantage purposes. It will do, especially if you are Australian or possibly Michael Atherton. Do I need a fitness poodle? A knitted one or an actual one? I wouldn't mind one now. Just make sure it's not poisonous or upside. What kind of poodle is a fitness poodle? How big are we talking? Are we one of those massive labradoodles or a little tiny one? Mrs. Tom's been to uni today and is feeling a bit better. Lovely stuff. Domingo is lying at your feet waiting to be fed, with a look of utter disdain in his eyes. Just looking at you going, I have no opposable thumb. Not doing that obviously because he hasn't got one, but... Girlfriend without official shock, Brook original ripe brood. These are making more sense. Is this us getting more used to it, or are you just getting more slightly right? A family I knew once adopted a kid from Hawaii and he came in October and asked why are all the trees dead. Welcome to the rest of the world. That is a hot cup of tea. The amount of time it took, you better not be picking the seams. This is what cheating cricketers do. They pick the seams. Or rub a bit of mud into it or something. Or have a little bit of sandpaper in their pockets hidden away. Because they're cheats. It's a permanent look of disdain. Nothing more than you deserve. No. That's a very catty thing to do, isn't it? So I'm still convinced cats are feminine and dogs are masculine. Cats are intelligent, independent, individual. Can be quite cutting and abrasive at times, whereas a dog, as long as it's got balls to play with, is happy. Very masculine. Feed me, let me chase you around, let me play with me balls. Definitely masculine. Hang on, proper chat, not top chat. Dogs have Downs and cats have got autism. Is that the animal kingdom version of men are from Mars, women are from Venus? Oh, by the way, we do have a picture of the new balls, please. Isn't that a proper looking cricket ball? I like that. That looks like a proper cricket ball. On account of the fact that it's a proper cricket ball but knitted. A knicket ball. Three of you there with tomcats. Your cat is actually offended by that last remark. But even tomcats are slightly more slinky and thoughtful. It is. It's a fantastic effort. Well done, Mandy. Fantastic. Superb. Wonderful knitting skills. You don't get when people say they like either cats or dogs, you like both. Possibly because people have been to Thailand or something and it soon changes what you like or not. It is one hell of a scene. You get that swinging. You would. Lights on overhead. Rainy condition. Looks like he's been at the seams already. Looks boss. I like that. You are definitely skilled in the knitting environment. And that is a fact, Jack. I caught a bit of the cricket earlier for about half an hour and then had to come in here and work. So I've still got no idea what's going on. But it looked very warm. As it probably is, isn't it? In Pakistan, it's probably very warm. Your knitting is better than your embroidering. Well, so far it all looks fantastic, so you should be very proud of yourself. Some quality workmanship. And by workmanship, I don't mean the work of a man. It's handiwork, workmanship. Yes, it was my remark, obviously. I'm the controversial one. England had a mini collapse at the end of the day. It's traditional now, isn't it? I think even if you get 900 runs in the first innings, you will get 850 of them with the first two, and then the rest of them will collapse. Just for, shits and gigs, isn't it? Warm in Pakistan, 33 in Lahore today, and the low is 22. Another way you can tell just looking at people when they're on the balcony. The English players are on the balcony, looking at it thinking they look warm, proper warm. Not quite as bad as Sri Lanka the other year though. You could look at see people, the energy just draining out of them. Constantly piss sweat through with rain and rain with sweat. Sorry, not rain. The moisture in the air. As soon as you walked out, covered in it. It's cray-cray. I was trying to think, it was Ollie Pope and Ben Duckett. hang on. Ollie Pope and Ben Duckett were in. Oh no, one of them got out. Ollie Pope just got out when I had to come in here. So I missed out on a fair bit of it today. And I was in bed, obviously. If I was up early, taking Jess, I would have probably put the telly on, but I didn't. I just sat off listening to tunes instead, man. Proper tunes. Dogs think they're humans, cats think they're God. Yep, that's what it is. Cats slink with the air of an animal that knows they're in charge. Whereas dogs lollop, don't they? They lollop about. You've never been further south than northern Croatia. You played on a geoguessr though. So you're seeing the world that way. No, it's never sad. Seeing the world in any way. You're opening your eyes and improving the way you see things. Oh, Teddy Bear's Picnic, get in there. That's why we watch travel documentaries and things, is to see places that you can't really get to. But you can watch them off your armchair or your settee or something. There's no way I can get to Machu Picchu or anywhere like that, but at least I can watch. Looks lovely. Duckett got a century, then it fell apart. That sounds achingly familiar as an England cricket fan. Joey, hello everyone, even knows from Kilkenny. Oh my God, Kilkenny. Hope my voice isn't going. Might just need a good cough at some point. Maybe the sneeze will come in. Joe, you plan to go to Machu Picchu at some point? I think it'd be one of those places, the same as Angkor Wat or the pyramids or somewhere, that is just off the scale. Seeing it on TV or, you know, pictures of it will not do it justice, I don't think. Once you get there, you look around and think, this is absolutely incredible what they did. I'd love to go there. Maybe one day, who knows. They did, in fact, the bastards did. Peru, yeah, I can imagine it's absolutely awful to get to Peru. From any direction, it'll be an awful place to get to. But to see paradise, you've got to go to these places, haven't you? Got to go through a little bit of a journey, through a trek. Oh, sorry, Ali, I haven't put it up on the screen, have I? No, I have. Now we've started. Sometimes you see a gate and you think, no, it's an Irish gate, not a British. The yellow backplate to the first clue, the narrow roads and hedgerows. I think it's a really pretty place. And it's only when people actually start travelling around do you think, actually, this is a nice place to come to. But if you go to a city, I'm still with Steve Hughes on this one. You can go to anywhere in the world. London, New York, Paris, Rome. It's just white people shopping. But if you get out and go into the countryside and have a look around, some lovely places. Yep. Sometimes the journey is totally worth the destination, even if it's an absolute bastard of a journey. Once you get there, you have a look around and think, yeah, I would do that again in a heartbeat. Peru would mean New York to Mexico City, then on to Peru. It's a hell of a trip if you're coming from, especially from bloody Europe, I know that. Although I suppose you could go Africa, Senegal to Brazil. Hit it in that direction. Seeing as though Senegal and Brazil, they're only about 2,000 miles away, aren't they? Or is it 2,000 kilometres even? It's that far away, man. Louis, oh, you want a Horlicks chaser? Oh, man, you must be tired. Steve, want you a scratcher as well? Kirsty, your sense of direction, it's going to be interesting. You will end up in the middle of nowhere. I can't wait to see the videos come out. From Italy to India. Britain's beautiful. It is. It is. It's lovely. And there's loads of it that you can wander around. I mean, not as much as you should be able to. But there's loads where you can go for a bit of a Toby. Have a look. Hills, mountains, rivers, dales, comes a lot in Wales. You forgot about your sense of direction, haven't we all? Not been to Venice yet. I seen someone on my Twitter feed was going on about they're going to do the Venice Marathon. So the only person who'd be able to win the Venice Marathon would be Jesus, wouldn't it? Otherwise it's a swim. Ali, your scratcher is your bed. Scratcher or wanking chariot, depending on what mood you're in. Sister taking your other sister and mother to London on several different trips. So you'd have a great time. Yep. Got to go to other cities and explore the real Britain. You do get out to London and also get out of the cities as well. Go to some of the towns, villages and towns. Some absolutely stunning places. Things where the entire town opens at about 9 in the morning and closes at 5. That's it. But when you're there for that short period, they're lovely. Remember the name of where you're staying. Definitely. Also, when you get there and you check in, get your phone and drop a pin in the hotel that you're staying. Another 10 days, that'll soon come round. Yeah. A tall glass of ice water gets your thirst fast. However many days until the 29th. 13, but we'll call it 12 because this day's almost done, isn't it? Dales come from Dal, meaning valley in Danish, yeah. Like smile or wife or husband or dog or window or ombudsman. Dales, and Kirk comes from church, so there's a place in Liverpool, which is where Everton play, called Kirkdale, which is the valley next to the church. Literally. We can thank the Vikings and the Norse raiders for that. Mandy days are very different to ordinary days. So you have to knit. Ordinary days you don't knit as much. Why did it add Mandy to the sentence? Because she's there. Like Everest. Steve, your eyes are getting heavy. Oh, man. There's a lot of it about. Everyone seems to be absolutely shattered at the moment. What's the word for hill? We need to know this. In the nicest possible way, get to your bed. Many of the British ch comes from your K sound, and many sh or silent Ks are still about in Danish. The languages are so closely connected. It is mad. Even after all these years. And I see it again on Twitter somewhere earlier on. There's something like 1.5 billion people learning English in the world at the moment. Don't know how they come to that number, but they did. And someone went, oh, because it's the easiest language in the world to learn. It's not. It's only easy because you're English reading it. It must be the easiest one. It's not. When you've got there, and there. Through, trough, bow, and things like that. Tough. All the same. Just makes no sense. If you can learn English, you're doing well. Backer. How will you know if we're talking about you if you go to bed? Ruby will tell you. Ruby will sit through the rest of the stream. As soon as your name is mentioned, there'll be a woof, just so you know. On level 1 of languages is Dutch and Afrikaans. Dutch is a difficult language to learn. Depending on where you come from, though. I think, and I found German easy to learn because I could speak English and Dutch, and it's a nice little combination of both of them. So, right, quick advert moan. Tom Kerridge, half a carrot. I had the telly on one day watching That TV, I think it was. And After Henry was on it, which was a sitcom from the 1990s. And I recognised the voice. And when I looked up, Tom Kerridge was appearing in it as a 14 or 15-year-old boy. I didn't realise he was an actor, a child actor. And then he stopped doing that to become, I don't know, a kitchen nonce, would you call him that? Yeah, certain names have multiple spellings but pronounced the same way. And then some have a spelling and are pronounced in a completely different way that nobody can even guess. We'd never talk about you. We would talk about them, of course. We talk about everyone that's involved in this stream all the time. It's on level 1 of every language, is counted in weeks it takes to get a place where you can learn it proficiently. Nah, I think there's... Oh! Hang on, Mandy.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
I know you haven't mentioned it today, but you cried that in last stream. You absolutely whinged that one right in there. There you go. Yeah, we would. We'd talk about your only nice stuff. We would. Back in the Hill is the oldest theme park in the world. It's from 1583 and it's still working. And yet we've got Alton Towers that's from like the 1980s or something, and half of it doesn't work now. Or Camelot. Bloody Camelot. You can still see it as you drive up the M6 towards Preston. It, along with Tivoli, inspired Walt Disney to create Disney World. I've seen that. I've seen a travel documentary where a BBC travel dude met his son who lived over there and he took him around. And now I can't think who it was. But it was good. Yep. Rewind. When the crowd say bo, selecta. Five more levels to go to the magic number. Yes, it is. That's the magic number. The magic number. Very much the magic number if you watch Early Doors. Never heard the Chinese way. Mark King, the king of bass. Legoland is also pretty big. There it is. In Billund, isn't it? Jenksy, what about you? How's it going, kid? How was Fat Club? First rule of Fat Club. Don't talk about Fat Club. How are we getting on? Are we all alright? Did you have your weigh in? Have you lost a ton? You've just missed Mandy levelling up. She has. She levelled up. She levelled up. It was there. You remember your first visit in '95 to Billund? It was interesting watching the two lads from All the Gear travelling over there. £15 to get from London to Billund on a flight. They loved it. We need more stuff like that. YouTube should be full of more stuff like that. Just get up one morning, sod it, let's go somewhere. What's the cheapest place we can get to? Fly, come on, let's fly now. I would do. If I could. Just need the Dwayne Eddies, man. Windy Flapster. Is Flapster the same as Napster before? Not for music, for other things instead. What did you level up to? 37. 37. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. That is an insane. Oh, the ad is on again. Is that on TV? The ad is on again, Mandy. Or has an ad appeared on your screen? Because it shouldn't have done. There should be no adverts appearing on screens. It should be off for this. How long between 36 and 37? When did you last level up before this? This was... Are we talking a few weeks? I can't remember. It takes a while. The higher the level, the longer it takes to level up. But that's the same with everything. If you play Call of Duty and you're going about leveling up on that, you want to get to your prestige and what have you. Your first 10, 15, 20 levels are dead easy, and after that, the grind starts. You look up how much he charges in restaurants, £39.50. TV Nick, you calling me TV Nick? TV Nick's. How much he charges in a restaurant. What's that for? Because £39.50 for a 9-course meal I'd be happy with. Louise, it's taken you forever. You'll soon get there. I reckon you're going to... In fact, I reckon you're going to level up today. I reckon. Today. Legoland in Billund is close to Yelling. That is the Danish birth certificate with the Christianity of Gorm, the Viking king, Harald Bluetooth. He was the Danish birth, yeah. Harald Bluetooth, yes. After whom Bluetooth is mentioned, is named. Pork cheeks are £1.50 each in the real world, and he's charging £39.50 for them. He's making 38 quid bare profit. Bare cheek. Yes, Jackie, spam the chat with Tom Kerridge. Not if you fall asleep, you're not. But you know, if you fall asleep, you fall asleep. You need to, don't you? Falling asleep and getting some rest is more important than levelling up. But I still think you'll level up in this one. Do you know what? This is human nature. It's stupid. I don't want to level up. I'm not asked. And then as soon as you start doing it, it's like, yeah, I want to level up. I want to get my next one. It's the reward thing, isn't it? Pavlov's bell. Ding. As soon as you get it's coming up, it's there. Everyone's dead happy. I don't like it. It's shite. It's there. Oh man, I've leveled up. The ad infuriates you. Everything with him infuriates me. Even though his cookery programmes, he comes across as a half decent lad, but there's something about chefs I don't like anyway, and charging 40 quid for a £1.50 bit of meat is one of them. Anyone who makes foams as well pisses me off. Heston fucking Blumenthal. Right, this chat has gone a little bit rogue. This has got very free-form jazz at the moment. Steve's hanging on in there though, as always. Yes, the Bluetooth sign has H and B combined in runes as the Bluetooth logo. Runes are on every phone. And also on my skin. I have day and dawn, isn't it? Dawn and year, I think it might be. It doesn't annoy me, Jackie, it doesn't annoy me at all. Just you do in general. You annoy me. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, like, you know. Bloody annoying. That jinxie woman coming over here being dead annoying. It is very confusing trying to read the chat though, has to be said. Yeah, you are right, Mandy, it is. Evils. You're all evil. Good, I like annoying you. Nice to hear. It's good for the chat though. Good for engagement. You think it's psycho in your head. You had your flu jab tonight, and now your body's gone into white cell production overdrive after 30 years of suppressing it. That may be what it is though. If your body is trying to do that, it is going to be taken out of your system. You won't have much to give. There'll be no energy. If it's all your body's being used up with producing energy to fight potential flus. Ah, yeah, Steve, there you go. Mandy's making a green and yellow ball for Ruby. Ah. I got offered me flu jab earlier. No, not earlier. Yesterday it was. I got a phone call. I'm ringing. Do you want your flu jab? Well, not now. I'm driving. Thanks. It'll have to be quite tough. It will be. To avoid doggy teeths going through it. Olga loves a lot of chat. She does. You'd be surprised. Some of these lives have had hundreds of views live when there's only 14, 12, 13, 14 consecutive or people watching it at the same time. To then look at it and think there's 100 and odd people being watching it. It must be getting pushed onto the homepage, the live homepage on YouTube. Know what I mean? It's mad. We count in 24-hour cycles, not day and night. Yeah. You have a word called dong. Dong. Like a hobbit name, but it accounts for a 24-hour period. Jixie, you've had flu and COVID jabs last week. As many pricks as you can handle, like. Normal. Good luck with that one. It is exhausting. I can imagine. That's what the jab does to everybody. It builds up antibodies, and while your body is busy doing that, it takes all the energy that you've got. It can't do much else. So if you want to do a tough mudder or something like that, or you decided to do your first marathon of the year, don't get a jab beforehand. Wait till afterwards. What's better, squishy or hard? Personal question, that, isn't it? Personal question, Mandy. Don't be asking that. You had blood tests as well. So they were taking stuff out and putting stuff in. How were you after it? I've always found that giving blood doesn't really make you overly tired, but you can definitely tell you've done something if you're then having jabs on top of it. Hopefully be covered. Gingers crossed. Hopefully be covered. You're grand. So you were. It'll need a squeak in it if it's squishy. Ah, yes. Or hard, no squeak. Squishy, squeak. You always bruise with needles. I do as well. I bruise with everything. My ex-wife did as well. Which means that my daughter has got the best of both worlds. She bruises for both of us. You give her a hug and then 2 days later there's marks on it. What the bleeding hell's wrong with you? Weird child. Weird. She spoke to her friend who's a doctor, and she said that since Corona, they've seen winter flu all year round all of a sudden. I'm convinced this is what's going to happen. If there's pandemics, it's going to affect how we are as a global community in other ways that we didn't think possible. You did bruise, you still have them. Yeah, but you can get away with just saying the dogging bruises, can't you? On the top of your arms. Yes, exactly, Louise. Nothing's going to be stupid enough to try and infect you. Not having it. Steve's going to have to make this squeak himself. Whenever she bites, just do a squeak. Intramuscular shots. I can imagine they're horrible. I haven't had that yet. Ripe fruit doesn't bruise. There you go. How more Irish can you get than that? The kick it's fecking. Weird child. Apple didn't fall far. I could not deny her. Let's be honest, I couldn't. Always doing stupid voices and telling silly jokes. Yes, she's definitely my child. Even the ex said to me one day, I was dropping her off or picking her up or something, she went, do you know what, she's definitely your child here, isn't she? So I fucking hope so, otherwise me and you need to have a chat. She went, no, she's definitely yours. Listen to her. Yeah, she is. Have I tried GeoGuessr? I haven't. I wonder would it be any good at it? Would it be any good? You've got the Joust next to you, the one and only Joust. The carrot humping cat. What traits does she take from her mum? Good question. Very good question. She cleans a lot. I think they've both got a little touch of OCD when it comes to cleaning and things. I mean, I'm quite happy just round me Ken Dodd tickling stick, but them two are constantly bleaching everything from top to bottom. And I think she's pretty, but people say she looks like me, which you can't be pretty and look like me. It's one or the other. She gets her blue eyes from me, which she's pleased with. Have you got the kitten yet, Kirsty? Have you? Not yet, not yet. No. What did Joust unalive? She's probably glad she isn't 6'4" like me. As a short ass, you have to obsess about height. And Mum's 6 foot as well. And she was really worried that she was going to be freakishly tall herself, but she's not. She's a normal size human being. She's like that. Little skinny malinx. A Ken Dodd tickling stick sounds like my Philip Schofield would bring to a freak off. It is. Do this while I'm sat working. Although I need to make sure to clean over there, the record player and everything. I threw a load of shite on there the other day and I haven't managed to take it all off yet. Need to put some more stuff away. Can tall people have dwarf children? I think they can, and dwarf people can have tall children. I think it skips, doesn't it? We're all tired and ready for bed. Going to bed mob-handed. Like a proper family. That's what I like to see, Steve. Yes, this is chat, not Google. Jackie, be careful what else you're putting in. I bet you. Can we have a look at Google? Can tall people run faster, do gymnastics, have small feet, drive Mini Coopers? Can tall girls wear heels? Can tall people have big calves, short kids, low centre of gravity? Can tall people have short arms? What the fuck? There's some mad shit on there. No mention of dwarves though. Kill a moose and brought it into the house and dumped it in your room on the floor. Eek. Ended up under your bed. So there's a moose loose about your house. Dwarfism is a chromosome defect and only affects arms and legs, so the missing chromosome can be gotten from the normal sized parent. Hit the like, hit the like. Yeah, a wee dead moose, a dead moose, who's also a DJ, isn't he? Dead moose. Did I tell you about, we had there's a comedian from Liverpool called Gary Skyner, who I think was thalidomide, so he's got short arms. And we had him on the Derby Arms when we had that place. He was going to do a little bit of a set for us and also be the compere for a night that we were having, a charity night. And then when someone pointed out that he had little arms, my dad ended up running all round Halewood trying to find a mic stand for him until the last little minute someone delivered one and then put the mic in for him, and he just walked up, grabbed it and then started talking into it. Like, all this time trying to have a mic stand, he didn't even need one. But Gary Skynet, if you get a chance, he's a very, very funny lad. Tall people have short arms and deep pockets. Not all of us, Steve, not all of us, mate. I'm quite happy to throw money left, right and centre, unfortunately. Jinxie time, you'll do a shift. Did you hear the piggly ding? There's the family of small people with one really tall son. Yeah. Suppose his children have a chance of being small, so you'd say it's possible. The body's a weird thing anyway, and things tend to skip generations as well, don't they? So you might have, like with us, they say I'm 6'4", my ex is 6 foot. My daughter, you think, would be around 6 foot at least. But no, but 5'7", 5'8" or something like that. And she's happy with that, which I think I would be as well. Well, no, I wouldn't. I like being tall, but as a girl, I think I'd be happy fitting in, just being normal, going along with the rest of them without sticking out. Especially when you're a school kid, without sticking out so much. Different when you're a lad, being 14 or 15, being 6'4". People just say you're tall. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, all right. You did piggly ding yourself. Controversial. Was this in the car park, was it? Surrounded by a massive middle-aged men. Just like if your DNA defect doesn't affect you, but combined with a one-night stand who has some defect that doesn't affect there, combined with yours, can cause something severe. Can. It's fucking mad, isn't it? Jeffa cakes. Jeffa cakes all around. Anyone who wants some Jeffa cakes all around. TMI. The shift finishing timer noise. Who I think didn't they support 8 Mile Radius in Toronto in 1972? I think it was. Shift finishing timer noise. You were small and had a baby face. You were always talked to like you were a brain dead 4-year-old. It's horrible, isn't it? Whereas again, I was 14ish, being 6'4" and being spoken to like I was a middle-aged man. Do you know anything about? Lubricating nipples on a car. No, mate, I haven't got a fucking clue. I don't know anything about a PlayStation either because it wasn't invented when I was 14. No more rain. I agree with you 100% there, Jeff. 100%. Some things never change. Louise doing the best Tom and Jerry impression at Thomas. You know the feeling as well, Jackie. Yes, because Jackie's a smallage as well, aren't you? A little one. Sick of the fucking rain yourself. Just, it's never ending. It's still raining now. It's not as heavy as it was, but it's still raining. There can't be any more up there. The whole Irish Sea must have fell down by now. You might be 6 foot in shoesies. Does that count? It might do if you got lifts. You might look tall. It's going to be a wee bit more than Monday. It is. We're getting the arse end of hurricanes, aren't we? 5'3". I genuinely can't remember how old I was when I was 5'3", but I think I might have been in single figures. I might have been younger than 10. Rather have rain than drought, absolutely. 6 foot in high heels. That's the thing now. It elongates the calf. Tom Cruise wears heels. Reaching my arse. Why doesn't he just embrace the fact that he's small? You're 5'11" and a bit barefoot. Any shoe makes you look about 6 foot. Jackie, you've got men's calves. Does that mean on you, or have you got a section in the freezer full of bits of people that that have crossed you over the years? People Are Strange is a very appropriate song for this chat. Because he's a one pot. Absolutely. 100%. Doesn't look trustworthy to me. I have said this before and I will say this again. Do not trust anybody like that who smiles as much as they do. They are hiding very dark secrets. Tom Cruise and Anthea Turner. Do not trust them. Joe, you're 6'3", 6'7" in heels. A good 4-inch heels, it really does. Does elongate the calf. A smidge under 6'8". Who was I listening to the other day? I was listening to someone talk about wearing heels. A fella talk about wearing heels. It was grew up in a family full of women, and the only thing to do around the house was dress up. So by the time he was 14 or 15, he could walk perfectly well in heels. Fair enough. It's good practice for you. Kitten or block. Aren't kitten heels sort of Jeff's department? Aren't they provided by the devil, according to most women that I've heard? Tim Curry. Tim Curry was mentioned, but not in the same thing. I've been listening to Michael Palin's Diaries, #1. And it's I think he's done four books of diaries. The first one was the Python years, and he was in something. He was appearing in a film with Tim Curry. So he was talking very nicely about him as well. And he was talking about Max Wall today when I was listening to him, saying how weird, beautifully weird he was. You'd probably fall over if you tried walking in heels. I certainly would. Despite being 6'4", I am shit scared of height. If I tried to stand on my tiptoes and start wobbling over, so on heels, I would be over. Here we go. Casper.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
It's going up. It's going up. Casp air. Wearing as Mars Alan Wickers would not surprise me in the slightest. The women you know go to the bar with you. It's not a heels style place. Are we talking spit and sawdust? What an excuse for wearing high heels, yes. I think whoever it was, it worked in their favour because I'm sure they were either an actor or a performer. Used to beat your roomie's ass every silent hour every day. Between 7 and 8. He's 6'8". We'll be doing that now. Balls to that. Don't know what you're missing. We like a heel, don't we, us men? I don't know where it's come from. In the same way that women seem to like a man in a suit. Who told us that suits were smart in the first place? Who was it decided that was what was smart? Now I think we're just conditioned that we think that's smart. Everyone else says a suit's smart, therefore I will believe you. A suit is smart. And also, heels are sassy. Very, very sassy. I mean, they are like, but you know. Who told us that? You'd fight every day for a laugh. I don't think I'd be getting in the ring now. Definitely not. Fighting for a laugh. Middlesbrough fans used to do that. They'd fight with each other to warm up before going outside and fighting the opposition football fans. Some weird people around. You're just a respectful but humble 181, not a 193. What about a birthday suit? Some people can carry that off, others not quite so much. Plus, I wouldn't want to wear mine during a work presentation or an interview. There's so many compliments when you wear a suit. It's just regular clothing. It is and it isn't. And tall fellas, being myself, one of them as well, apparently I can fill a suit quite well because I look quite imposing. Don't look like a bouncer, but I can look fairly imposing apparently. It suits you very well. You should wear that more often. Where the fuck am I going to wear a suit more often? Alright, I might work in an office, but I work with people. We're not customer facing. Might be on a phone to a trader somewhere, but you don't have to wear a suit. Just wear your normal gear. Wearing or looking at. I don't like wearing suits. I like the effect. I just don't like wearing them. Best is when you get in military uniform, you get compliments till the cows come home. A military uniform does look good on a chap, I would say. Man, you do like a man in a suit. Everyone does. Louise, your birthday suit doesn't fit anymore. It needs to be taken up, does it? Repinned, taken in. Might be a James Bond thing. I think it's before James Bond though, isn't it, all this? Someone must have told us at some point in the past, this is what is considered to be smart, and we just fell for it. What makes a tie smart? I don't get it. I know it does, but what makes it smart? I think I probably lost it because living in Liverpool, having seen so many ladies' days at Aintree races, and seeing how wanky a suit looks these days, and I'd seriously fucking Peaky Blinders got a lot to answer to as well. That everyone going the races dressed as Peaky fucking Blinders with the stupid hats. Swats. Cool with being naked in front of people as long as everyone else is named. Yeah, Jinxie's the same. Or if they're not named, as long as you got the reg plates, at which point anything goes. Do you know what? Yeah. Louise, you're having a bad joke for that one. Even though it's not a dad joke, you're having one for that. Some of you with an Audi convertible wouldn't feel natural in the birthday suit. Never worn a suit. You're a hillbilly from Denmark. I've got a new suit that I haven't even taken out of its wrap. It's suit bag since I bought it, to be honest with you. I got it just before lockdown and I've had no reason to wear a suit since. It's there. In the guy's shower. That never bothers me in the slightest. Might just be decades and decades of playing footy, playing five-a-side for Thursday. Just used to wandering around naked in the shower rooms. Mandy, your birthday suit fits perfectly. Just needs a bit of an iron in places. Oh, man. Just reminded me of something then. Some of those nasty put-downs that you occasionally hear that are terrible but make you laugh. There's a couple that used to come in the pub that we thought they were a little bit swingy. Before swingy became a thing, we thought they were a bit wifey, throw your keys in the bowl kind of thing. And one of them, the woman came in one day and she was wearing a pink fluffy jumper that was backless. And then someone just said, I don't know what she's wearing, but it needs a fucking good ironing. When I looked and I could see it was backless, I couldn't stop laughing. I thought it was out of order because it was laughing in her face, pretty much. But it was timed perfectly. They were also referred to as Wayne and Waynetta, which I think will give you an idea of what they were like if you watched Harry Enfield. Wayne, I am smoking a fag. So Marsh, you need to try your suits tonight or tomorrow. Are you going to Entry by any chance? Loads of tryhards in Matalan suits wandering down Castle Street. Next stream, wear the suit. Can't be doing that. If I'm doing that, there's going to be an advert every 30 seconds. So it'll be £3.95, or was it £39.50 pork cheeks all the way through. Didn't say perfectly. I was trying to give you some reinforcement. Positive reinforcement, Mandy. Jesus. Pics, please, Thomas. Pics, yes. The lovely ladies would like to see the lovely boy in his suit. Lovely shoulders, show 'em off, boy. Donald, how you going? Just home from work. Now it's time for a bucket of tea. Go on, go on, go on. How's it going, yeah, right, what? I could pretend, couldn't I? I could wear the suit jacket, the waistcoat, shirt and tie, and I could be wearing me pink shorts like I am now underneath. I could do. Or I could wear me mid-yaw Ultravox outfit. Got like a longish black coat and me grey fedora. Singing, this means pudding for me. This means pudding for me. Walls Viennetta. Dum dum dum. Can't beat some bog tea that's simmered for half an hour. Pure tar, proper. Stick the spoon in it, standing up. Wear the suit. Wear the suit. Have you ever tried putting a suit on one-handed? Have you? Ever tried tying a tie one-handed? Maybe I should have done that for the 4,000 watch hours. I should have been suited and booted, shouldn't I? Is it normal in the UK to have a suit? I would say so. I would say that 99.9% of British fellas have at least one suit in the wardrobe. Nowadays, more likely to have several suits in the wardrobe. A black one for funerals, a blue one with brown shoes for going to the races. And then some people like to wear beige or light coloured sandy suits. Don't think I'd do that. One sneeze, you could bonanza your kecks, know what I mean? Ask me mum to dress me. I'm 50 fucking one, I'm not doing that. Be stupid. She stopped dressing me years ago when I was about 48. Wedding and funeral. Yes, there's a wedding, there's a funeral, there's also... There's normally a job interview one, and if you're lucky, you can get away with picking one that will do more than one. You might have one that's a wedding one and a job interview. You might have a funeral one they can also use as an interview one as well, depending on what vibe you're going for. I have two. I've got a navy, or not navy, a dark blue pinstripe and a dark blue with a dark check in it as well, which is really nice. I used to use when I was had a temporary promotion in work, so I was always in that day London there on 2-day meetings, having to look very smart, which I carried off, to be honest with you. I looked fairly good. Again, being tall, you can carry off a suit quite well, and if you walk with purpose, people get the fuck out of your way. Tall fella wearing a suit, move. He looks like he means business with a capital B. Dressed for business, accent from witness. Louise, you dress like that for work? Smart on the top half, tracky bottoms, socks and slippers on the bottom. Are you manning some kind of Zoom meetingy kind of thing? Did we all do that at one point during lockdown? Everyone for the first sort of couple of months was looking fairly smart but wearing pyjamas underneath. Until a couple of months in, bollocks to it, I don't care, I'll just wear my pyjamas on screen, I don't care anymore. You've got none, but now you think you'd have to have one. One at least, yeah. You haven't really been to weddings, Casper, beside one as a teenager. It's always handy to have at least one. A suit of many colours, one they can use for several things, whether it's, say, job interviews, going to court, weddings, funerals, bar mitzvahs, whatever it is, or just going out. Occasionally the lads in work will have a night out where everyone gets dressed up absolutely to the nines. We'd also have one where everyone would get dressed up in tweed. Just go to used to be able to do this. You could go to a charity shop and buy a tweed jacket for a tenner. Now, if you want to go and buy a tweed jacket, it's going to cost you hundreds of quid, even in Oxfam or somewhere. Been to a lot of funerals, but you just wear black. That's why we've always got a black suit. But a loads of funerals these days, people are wearing colours, aren't they? Don't want everyone turning up wearing black. I'd rather everyone turn up wearing something bright. Football shirts are quite popular at funerals these days. Mandy, when you were in your 20s, all nightclubs had dress codes, even some pubs with no jeans, no trainees. Yeah, I must admit it was the same. I mean, I'm not that much younger than you, but I was the same when I was first going out. There was places in town in Southport back in the early 90s, early to mid 90s, where some places you could get into, others you had to wear black shoes as a lad. Had to be black shoes. No brown, no other colours, had to be black. Sometimes you have surprise teams meetings. One girl got caught in a dressing gown. As long as that's all she was caught in. There's been a few caught where they thought the cameras were off, hasn't there? Yeah, very common back then. You've got a proper Harris tweed suit jacket in the wardrobe. I'd ask to borrow it, only obviously you don't do it in a man's size, do you? Have me claws sharpened, Tabitha. They're bloody expensive, them things. As I say, Oxfam used to do them dead cheap. Then everyone got onto how expensive they are to buy new, so you can't get them cheap anymore. You wouldn't dress up for court, that would be weird there. Never had money for stuff like that, but I had a few friends that did have suits and wore them from time to time. Here, if you want to get off in court, you have to dress smart, otherwise to just look at you and think, what? This mess. Surprise team meetings, that sounds horrific. It does, and also sounds very, very usual because they're not surprises anymore. Can we just get together for a buzz session on Teams? Bollocks, no. Donald, you want fancy dress at your funeral? Put your ashes in fireworks and go out with a bang. That's more like it. I think all Irish funerals should be far more... It's about the wake, it's not about the person you're getting rid of. I suppose Irish is going to be the same as Scouse, isn't it? When they say the difference between a Scouse wedding and a Scouse funeral, there's one less drunk at the funeral. I reckon Irish is going to be the same as well. Just go and have the wake, celebrate the person's life. Don't all be miserable, don't be wearing black. Wear fancy dress, wear colours. Go and enjoy yourselves. Think about how miserable would the person in the box be, thinking about you lot being miserable and crying. Just go and have a party, a proper party. Jinxie, you were introduced to loungewear during COVID. I'm sure you've had more than enough loungewear in the past. Nothing worse than seeing your boss's call incoming. Definitely not. Especially not when you're sat in your string vest. Aye, Louise. Dress code doesn't influence laws there. Sounds so German. It does, doesn't it? But in the UK, you have to show that you're a decent human being. I didn't mean to travel at 90 mile an hour past the school backwards on fire. Look, I've got a nice suit and a nice tie. Oh, that's fine, we'll let you get away with it then. We want to see the fireworks go off, we do. Wailing and gnashing at your feet. You want everything. Do you want like a full-on Greeky wedding with women throwing themselves at the casket, not just people that you know, random women walking past, dressed in black, throwing themselves at the coffin? Then you want to be scattered, not cremated, just scattered. Yeah. Sean Lock style. Sean Long played for St Helens. That wouldn't go down well. I want a full-on New Orleans one. Bit of New Orleans. Band behind, giving it the full Heinz. And again, someone throwing themselves at the coffin, shouting, why? If you can see the moon now, it's about 98% full. No, the entire sky is in the way at the moment, and I think it might be over there somewhere. Hopefully in the sky, yeah. You only wake for 2 nights, then bury. That's more than enough. I reckon you could do a lot of damage in 2 nights, you especially, you, Jinxie. The top of a few hills surrounding home, that would be a lovely place to be scattered. Record that before you go, yeah. A lone piper playing Z cars. Classy. Attire doesn't determine decency, and judges don't do drag like in the UK. They do in the UK. Wearing the crotchless gavel and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Always up to no good, them judges. If you can't be scattered, you'll have the Everton team lower you into the ground so they can let you down one more time. There you go. Let's have it. Go on. Love us. It reminds me, we used to go to the VMH in Garston. I remember when someone was talking about what you want, same kind of conversation, what you want to happen to you when you pass away. What I want you to do, this fella said, is I want you to get me in the coffin. I want you to drive around the street to Garston, and I want you to come here up this brew, and I want you to get the coffin out the back. I want you to put the coffin up against the wall outside the front door and leave me there while you go and have a pint like you normally fucking do. And they did. That's exactly what they did. Don't bring me in for a pint. Leave me outside like you normally do, you shower bastards. So when he died, they did. They put him in a coffin up against the wall outside the front doors and left him there. And everybody, the entire cortege, the proceeding, probably about 500 people, all tried to mooch in and have a drink. Old school, proper. Reed Cross Gray, brilliant. I knew I've heard it before. I was waiting for that one. Back of the net. Wonder, could you pay a club to do that? Our club will let you down free of charge. Absolutely. But it does happen quite regularly that the players from teams will turn up at funerals to represent the team. So it does happen quite regularly. I wouldn't mind one of those cardboard coffins and just throw you under a tree somewhere. That's it. That'll do me. Best formation they'll ever played. Definitely without a shadow of a doubt. Really have to dress up for court in Britain, we do. If you want to get away with it. If you want to just turn up with your... some people, by dressing up, some people turn up in a black shell suit rather than a colourful one to try and look sober. Look remorseful. Yep, Steve, if you're reading to check if we talked about you in the morning, good morning. Jackie's delighted here now, isn't she? Being able to say good morning to someone else for a change. Most would wear a suit, dirty bags wear jeans, they do. And judges want to see whether or not it's, are you a person that looks like they're showing remorse, someone from a decent background, someone that is, maybe I'll need to believe the words that you're saying rather than the words that they're saying over there. The lad who's turned up in a Rangers footy shirt or something. So I think I want to believe him in a suit rather than him wearing a footy shirt. Happens quite a lot, apparently. Yeah, it's mostly coffin versus ground situations. Piggly Ding next. Happy Christmas to you all. It's lovely this, isn't it? We're having a fantastic conversation tonight about, do you want to be put into the ground, set on fire, or flanged into the sun? We have to have that conversation, though. As anybody who's sat at home during the day watching TV will tell you, everything is either charity appeals or funerals. Imagine speaking to someone at a funeral these days. What was it like? Oh, it was great. You know, all the 20 and 30-year-olds had a laugh and enjoyed and celebrated the person's life in the best way possible. Everyone over 50 was talking about how much it cost them. Because that's what you get in every advert, isn't it? I've just been to a funeral. It was a lovely service. How much did it cost? Only cost £4,000. Really? Yeah. All you do is, when the person passes away, you put them in a jiffy envelope and you pass them through... There's a nighttime safe that you can throw in the Peter coins, and then they'll deal with it, and they'll send you the rings back and a little bit of ash in a pot or something. Oh, Ali, Ali, oh.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
Ali, Ali, oh, it's there, it's there. You don't own any fancy attire like that. Just get yourself a suit, and occasionally, if you get yourself a proper old school, like a hipster suit, you can grow yourself a tash with the twirly bits at the end. You can wear that and just wander around as if you own the place. Ali's going to do another shift. Because she fucking loves it. Mandy, you've done jury duty once. You're not a fan. Easy. If you want to get out of it, just start saying really racist things. They won't have you anymore. Different countries have different ways of going, yeah. Different strokes for different folks. Don't have the one I had. Just cry silently and drink loudly when burying them. That does sound a very English kind of way as well. £4,000, that's cheap. That's how much it is these days. It is literally, it's a no frills, quick save removal. You do padded envelope, push the body through a night safe, and they will send you back the rings, maybe the outside of the watch. Messages sent via Blue Sky. Nothing but blue sky. Oh, double bubble here as well. There you go. Harris tweed and a Bears Paws staff t-shirt as well. And if you don't think it's a proper Harris tweed top, look at that. Proper Harris tweed and staff. That is a quality bit of kit, as is the jacket. Hand woven. Virgin Scottish wool. That's a quality bit of kit, man. Virgin Scottish wool, isn't that Susan Boyle? That makes no sense to most people there, does it? You've been called 3 times. What, Ali, 3 times? You have a weird way of going. You need better clothes, apparently. Everyone needs a suit, man. Last time you got jury letters, you ignored them. You'd be on a list, you, somewhere. By your experience, about £3,000 to £4,000 per burial, all in all. Yep. I reckon. Didn't he say on the adverts the average is about £6,000 here, whereas you can get a cheaper one for about 3,000 to 4,000, no frills. They'll sort it all out and then send you back by return of postage the remains, and then you get on with it. Stick it in an Nescafe jar or something, you know, out the way. Hello, Thomas. Very, very ding dong, that, wasn't it? How much of a virgin is that Scottish wool? Susan Boyle is very much a virgin, I think. All you can draw from tonight is you need better clothes. You don't. What you need is what you feel comfortable in, or what you need for your day-to-day work, or whatever it is. Some of us need suits for work. I do. If I ever need to go for a promotion, I'll need a suit. If I get promoted, I'll have to wear a suit pretty much all the time. But not everyone does. It definitely isn't fitting me. No, absolutely not. Double XL. I'm much bigger than I actually look on screen. Unfortunately. Even me XL stuff isn't fitting me anymore. Susan Boyle, proper virgin Scottish wool. Caspian Mars doing jury duty these days. Oh yeah, you're a convict, so you're off the hook for life. Jinx, you wear a suit to an interview or a funeral. Interview, do you mean job or police? Which one? Let us know. Which one do you mean? Jesus, Mary, Joseph and the wee baby dogger. One of them. I'm a good 10 to 12.5 centimetres taller than you. Only just, though. You've had both those interviews. Which one more regularly, though? I'm saying not until I seen my brief. There was a funeral home in the US got shut down because they tried to break the record for the number of bodies. One cremation. They had 10 to 12 and what? Fucking hell. That's a bonfire. Jesus, man. And yet, I bet you 10 to 12 in one cremation. I bet you Northern Ireland have done better than that, haven't they? 12th of July. It'll be about 15 in one bonfire. Don't you have to wear XL and you're only 5'9", so much of a barrel chest? I've been wearing the same size clothing apart from the last year or so, since I was 14. And I've got a little bit bigger up top for the last year or so. Because I can't exercise, I can't play footy. Playing five-a-side every Thursday meant I kept my weight to a certain... I used to be 14.5 stone. Just that was my fighting weight. 14.5 XL. Now 16 stone, double XL. But it fits nicely. Do you not think? Looks very nice, I think. Horace looks fantastic. Police interview was worse than the work interview. It's supposed to be, isn't it? When you put the handcuffs on you, you think to yourself, what's wrong with these? Aren't pink. What's wrong with this? The funerals were really cheap. No shit, Sherlock. Very cheap. Once and done. Just trying to think now. Did he just have a pile of ashes outside? Just go and help yourself. He's in there somewhere. You know. Like a vet there. A friend was asked if they would prefer their furry friends have an individual cremation or be with their friends. Which would be cheaper? Imagine, you could say individual, you wouldn't know, would you? It's not like a fucking passport photo when it comes out, is it? Not sitting there doing that. It feels like he's lost weight. Of course he has. Half of him's gone up the chimney. Rugby and boxing. Got to be a decent size to be a rugbyist or a boxerist. Got your dogs Cleo and Bobby cremated, 150 quid each. I'm sure you could have done cheaper, couldn't you, on the estate? Just wait for the first couple of drum fills to start on the 12th. Throw them in. Happy days. You once hid in a wardrobe to escape police. Was this in IKEA? Staff was told when someone arrived to collect the relative to just weigh out the ashes. So many for a man, lighter for a woman. It's like buying pulses, is it, in a health shop? Male or female? Okay, yeah. Give us the big jar. The big jar one. It's fucking mad, that, isn't it? Your auntie was cremated. Family have taken their ashes all over. When they go on holiday, they sprinkle a bit. Gordon now has had to explain the strange powder in a little baggie going through customs. That's nice though, if you can be all over the place. I mean, that's your wishes. Enniskillen, of course, of course. In a wardrobe in Enniskillen. There's got to be a poem in that, isn't it? Like the Lake Isle of Innisfree. The wardrobe of Enniskillen. Used to be 10.7 stone, now you're up to 18 2 months ago, so no wonder you're on a diet these days. 16 stone now, which is a good weight. You've got PTSD medication. That's been a big sinner in all this. Medication is the absolute pain in the arse. You need it, you can't get away from it, but yeah, it does have side effects. Kinder egg innard. That would work. You had a crazy youth, Jackie. I can imagine you did. Absolutely imagine you did. Not as if you're quiet now, is it? Yep. You did ask. 3 a.m. internal. Your aunt's ashes sound more well-travelled than Mandy. Absolutely. Here, there and everywhere. I like the idea of being in a firework though. And being fwanged into the air. Or, personally, just chucked in the Mersey. Again, not cremated first, just throw me in the Mersey. Just leave him there. Pair of concrete boots. Jackie, have you banged a drummer? Have you? Is that a drum or a drummer? Because it's, yeah. Don't think she'd been to Rill, in fairness. Should have been. If you're going to go to Rill, please go before it's too late. You don't want to be going there when you need. You're embarrassed now to say some of the antics when you were younger. Tough. Too late. Too late. We need to know everything. They've made you who you are. Exactly. They have formed who you are. The whole band. The brass neck. Could arrange the Mersey for you by the morning if you fancy. I could walk down there myself and jump in, like, but that'd be nice. Sprinkled in the Mersey from the back of a ferry. The Polyphonic Spree, is that the kind of band we're talking about? Not the Proclaimers. One at a time. Did you have to take a number? Number 48. Come on down. Growing up in Northern Ireland was strange. I can imagine it was. In that particular period anyway. Not exactly the most usual of places. But it's home, isn't it? It's where you are, man. Put on your suit and tell us about the drummer. Come on. They have special Mersey Ferry ashes scattering services. Why didn't I know about this until now? Donald?
It's going up, 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 it's there.
It's there. Level 4. Brilliant. Kev, how are you doing? Boathouse things? You okay? What does that mean? They're a rather large band, the Polyphonic Spree. I think there's about 800 people in the band at any one time. Okay, no, I don't know, like Lad in the Big Lebowski. Oh, definitely not. Definitely not. Northern Ireland. You actually don't know any drummers. You're raging now. Absolutely fucking raging. Yeah, Polyphonic Spree. Famous for being there was about 25. They were on Jules Holland, weren't they? And instead of being like one little section of the crowd, they took about 3/4 of the studio. All wearing white. Sort of, they all looked like they were ministers, didn't they? White smocks. Every time you see the zombie video now, you'll be thinking of Jackie. Do you mean Zombie by the Cranberries, or are we talking about one of those video nasties from the 80s? Because I can see that one as well. The guy that came up with 77 as a genius. Self-praise is no recommendation. Is it good or bad? You're always bad. The Cranberries, alright, so it's not a slasher pick from the 80s. Because that's what she reminds me of. Dangerous to know is our Jackie. That's a nifty cup of tea, that one tonight. A nifty cup of tea. Been making myself a cup of tea in the thermos. Another shout out, and you still give me nothing 3, you absolute shower of oranges. Yeah, making one before I go to bed, so it's there next to me if I wake up during the night and just horse into a cup of tea. You were a wild child. Really? Mandy, you've been out with the drummer, massive thighs. They would have to, wouldn't he? Just like, how long does an average gig last? And both legs are going constantly throughout that. That would be like running a marathon pretty much every night. Did he speed up? Could he keep a rhythm? How long does the tea stay warm in that? I have made one of these at 9:30 in the morning on a match day, and I've come out the ground and got in my car at 6 o'clock in the evening, and it's still been red hot. It's supposed to be 8 hours, but longer than that, easily. Donald, your dad is from Dundalk, otherwise known as El Paso. It's very close to South Armagh, Bandit country. When we were going up there as a kid, it was interesting. That'll all be down to Lewis, that Lewis one. You should say to Mum, you're away out and end up in different places. No one gave a shit back then, did he? I'm off. Right, well, when you're back, at some point, alright, sound, that'll do. Self-praise is no recommendation. That would be encouraged in the Nordics. You're no better than the Crow, but still just as good. Blackpool, Glasgow, Dublin. Blackpool, of course, is Dublin. In Gaelic, dub is black, lin is pool, isn't it? Blackpool. Doesn't sound quite as nice when you refer to it as fucking Blackpool, does it? Perfect timing. Yes, so you went out. Not just out, but out. Still known as Bandit Country. It's always been known as Bandit Country. It's because you live there, that's why. Proper tune, man. Temptation. Proper tune, Evan 17. All over Northern Ireland. Never knew where you went. As long as you turned up at least once a week, you're alright. Mr. Paisley, Mr. Shirty Paisley. You're doing a DNA test next month. Excited to see the UK percentages. Your sister said 21% anything but English. We shall see. Be interesting to find that out. Yeah, it is crazy when you think about it. Dangerous. Anyone who's on here who's that sort of Gen X, early millennials, how we made it to adulthood is beyond me, because we got up to some stupid things. But it's what formed us, it's what made us, I suppose, isn't it? If you can survive childhood back in the 70s and 80s, you can survive anything. Still here to tell your tale, you know, with stories behind you. Proper stories. I've been here, there and everywhere. She gave your grandmother one and hers was Northern Europe only. It looked insane. I bet you there's loads of people who've got really small DNA where they're from. Not from anywhere else, just where they're from. And yet others, it'll be from literally all over the world. We need to keep moving things around now. Got to spread that gene pool around. Brilliant times, yeah. You can't buy experiences, you have to have them. So, no matter how dangerous it was, you're still here, like we said. And it's made you what you are. A fucking lunatic. Pink shorts. See, I could have been wearing a suit jacket and pink shorts. You'd never know, would you? And you went to a gig once on the way back, popped home, woke your parents and said you're off to London with the band. At which point, alright love, you locked the door behind you. You're with people though. Well, you said you're with people, you might not have been with people. Sisters, said she had 2,000 from northern US in the last 3 generations. It only ended up places you couldn't remember getting to. Ended up in Brussels one time, no idea how. That's again. Do you know what? That's one of the small problems of being in Europe. Is it's easy to get slightly drunk and then end up somewhere where you don't know the language, you don't know where you are. There's no borders. You could end up in the arse end of absolutely anywhere. But I suppose it's the same in the States, isn't it? Just suddenly wake up and it's freezing cold. You left California and you end up in the mountains somewhere, Whistler, northern Canada. I just got on a train. A very sensible middle-aged woman. No, you're not. Not remotely sensible. All the madness behind you. You met the band Madness as well and they were all behind you. What were they doing? Were they all in a row? Did you swim? That's a fucker of a swim, that one, isn't it? And if you did you swim round the UK or do you swim over to Holyhead or something? Got the train. You've seen the polyphonic spree in Belfast? I haven't seen anything in Belfast apart from the pubs and work. I didn't even do the Titanic tour or the Giant's Causeway, nothing like that. Work, pub, work, pub, work, pub, that was it. I should have gone back and watched the boxing or something. That would have been good. I do like me boxing. It is, again, all of us that have done silly things in the past and lived to tell the tales, you end up, I was going to say you end up not doing them again, you do, because you end up being stupid more than once, but after a while, I've done me wild running round. I'm not stupid anymore. I will take care a bit more. Never even heard of them. What? How could you not have heard of Polyphonic Spree, man? Liverpool, Dublin, Belfast, Manchester, London, Paris on one tour. Stopped off for a day of Langsby, Warwickshire, at Edgbaston. Oh, man. Dion, Warwickshire. That's a hell of a one, that. A one-dayer. Langsby, Warwickshire. There's a jokingly named documentary called The Only Gay Eskimo in My Tribe with a young trans fella in Greenland. What? Got a lot of half Greenlandic, half Danes growing up in... mad, that, innit? No hard drugs about the area at the time, which is always good. That's what gets you into trouble, I think, more than anything else. Went to Texas one Christmas for their holiday show too. What? That's a trek, that one, isn't it? That's a pure mish, as they call it. Stuff used to happen all the time to the extent that you thought it was normal to end up partying with the band after a gig. A lot of bands will happily do that. Where they would say, right, in Liverpool, we're going to end up in the Cumberland or the Crazy House or something later on if you fancy a bevy. And about 3,000 people. Yes, Sam will meet you. And what? No, Thomas, a groupie. You wish. You don't really want to be a groupie to the Polyphonic Spree when there's about 30 lads in the band. Such a unique area. It really does sound like it. to be honest. The world's boss. And yet most of us only see a really small part of it. And the part that you do see, like I said earlier, any big city that you go to in the world is just exactly the same. Same shop fronts, the same people buying the same things with the same credit cards. To put in the back of the same cars, to drive back to the same kind of houses. Yeah, I did something similar. We reckon you could copy and paste that several times in this conversation. Yeah, partying. That needs to be questioned as well. Sorry, I'll have to say that. If anyone's watched Black Books, I am 100% with Bernard Black on that one. Don't you dare use party as a verb in this shop. I hate that phrase. What does it mean? I don't get the US side of it as well. I like to party. What do you mean by party? Does it mean just go out and have a bevy? If it means go out and have a bevy, go and have a bevy, mate. You're not partying, you're just drinking. Thomas Party, Ing. Be a ride with that crowd of lads, it would, wouldn't it? Mandy, you had groupies when you sang, does that count? Had? Yes? Absolutely don't know. Could you define what you mean by had? Did you have a little whiteboard and pen? Easily wipe downable. Back when Mandy was a rock star. Dirty stop out. You don't hear that so often these days, do you? Related to the Liverpool phrase of your dirty ticket. Your dirty ticket. Your dirty ticket. Dirty stop out, you. Mandy's living the rock star life, that's what it is, isn't it? You're not American, but can you plead the fifth on that? Oh, go on then. Silence is golden. It also speaks volumes. Doesn't matter if you're wearing a suit or not. We find you guilty as charged. Definitely living the rock star life. You were a good girl. Everyone said you were good. Guilty until proven innocent. Absolutely. It's an open and shut case. Say nothing until you hear more. Yeah. Still didn't get invited to a freak off. Yet. Yeah, no complaints. There you go. The hand is up. Pagly Dang next. No more rain, Jeff. No more rain. Absolutely. Who's next behind the bar? Who wants to serve? Who wants to do a shift? Were you prized, Mandy? Were you a prize being the lead singer? Is that still a thing these days? The lead singer always gets number one, don't they? And then after that, guitarist. And you work your way down to the fellow who does the lighting. Ali's staying on unless anyone else fancies it. If you do, let us know. Or forever hold your peace. What's a freak off? I would think it would be the kind of thing that goes on in the car parks at about 10 past darkness. We are the road crew. The road crew normally have the best nights, don't they? While the band are in the hotels, the road crew are out in the spit and sawdust places, getting up to no goods. Tired tonight. No worries. Yeah, you know, not sure what a freak off is. Mr. Diddley, Piddly Diddley, Puff Diddley used to have them all the time. Those are your freak offs. Bunga Bunga Party, see innocent, yes. Very innocent. They are very similar to a Bunga Bunga, but not always consensual, I wouldn't have thought. Yes, the car parks, people are starting to get a bit more, don't want to say the word cocky. I'm being approached in car parks, fucking hell, car parks far more often. And normally by middle-aged fellas as well. The fella who came over and said, watch out with your drone. The other one who said, what are you doing? Streaming, mate. Alright. Are they broaching the subject? Is that what it is? Have they got an adventurous wife in the car saying, go and ask him, see what he's up to? He looks big. I don't know. Car parking, that's what it is, isn't it? At the car park. Whoa, 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 whoa. Welcome to the car park, yeah. Same again for everyone. Go ahead, I'll have a cup of tea. A cup of tea. I've got goo. I've got goo left in the fridge, but I will need to buy more. I've only got 2 left. 2 goo. You'd love to go to Greenland and make a documentary about the young'uns up there. You should go up there and have a look. You should. Still lost a taste for the beers. I have and I haven't. I want to actually get better first, I think, until I'm in much more of a position to be able to enjoy them, I think. And I need more. I need more beers, different ones. I've had a look. The Sainsbury's by us have got about 3 different ones, and they're all identical to the ones that we've got in Tesco, which have got a lot more. I haven't looked at Aldi or Lidl. I should look at that, shouldn't I? I wonder what they do. Will they do any different ones? Or will they just be loads of different alcoholic ones, but as soon as they're alcohol free, they'll be the same as everywhere else? I wonder. You went to see the Icelandic film Woman at War, Casper? The night of the Champions League final that Spurs played in, you wanted off the streets. Not surprised. I would do as well. On that particular night. I need more goo. But I need more goo. I need something else as well, and I can't think what it is. What else do I need? I meant to buy something yesterday and I couldn't remember what it was, and then when I got home I remembered what it was, and now I can't remember what it was. Don't have a stroke, man. Don't have a stroke. Your brain is just useless after a while. Jelly beans? Oh no, I haven't bought any jelly beans for ages. I wonder, does Jess still like them? Red wine. I got some last night because the night before they had none at all. So I managed to get a couple yesterday. One I had last night and one I'll have tonight. Lemsips maybe. I think I might still have a few of them left. Now there's something else I wanted to buy. Definitely goo. Now I can't think what it is. Whatever it is, it'll be... I will stumble across it, won't I? Next time I'm in there, I'll go, that's what I wanted. That was you when you didn't have a stroke. It is age, yeah. It is Mandia as well. It is age, but I used to be really good at remembering things. Not everything. Just plenty of things. If I needed to know where something was, I would think to myself, where did I put it? Sounds stupid, doesn't it? Where did I put it? And in my mind, I'd just go through it and go, right, this is where I put it. I remember actually putting it down somewhere. I can't do that now. So when I'm trying to find out where I put something, where did I put it? I can't remember putting it anywhere. Did I have it in the first place? No idea. Whatever it is, I'll remember. Jaffa cakes. No, I almost bought some last night. But instead I bought picnics. You still haven't tried goo? Oh, you've got to try it, man. It's gorgeous. The speculoos flavoured, which is a Belgian biscuit, very similar to Biscoff. They were really nice. There's two different types of goo with speculoos. Nice. Sandwich fillings? No. That'll be something shite. Obviously. I bought tea. So it's not that. I bought almond milk. I always like to have two of those in the fridge at all time. Cereal, I've got that as well. I don't know what it is, but it's fucking something shite. Don't know if you have them there. You will have them. Cadbury's are doing Star Bar multi-packs. They are. I'll do like a Star Bar. Star Bars, Boosts and Picnics. Oh, and Double Deckers I bought the other week as well. Just list things till something clicks. Yeah, because that way, engagement. Champagne and caviar. That's what it is. Eggs, bread, milk. I bought bread and milk. There's no way I'm buying eggs. Not a chance. Sugar, I don't eat. I have sweeteners. Biscuits. Oh, biscuits wouldn't be too bad. A goose spoon, I wouldn't mind. I bought brown bread the other day because I like a bit of brown bread toasted every night sometimes. Toast, bagels, pain au chocolat. I'm quite partial to a pain au chocolat. And also to a croissant. I do like a croissant. Foie gras. I'm not a grass lad. Tea bags. I bought Earl Grey yesterday. Honey, yes darling. Lemon barley water. No, only during the summer. As soon as the first Wimbledon kicks off, lemon barley water all over the place. Raspberries. No. Fruit might be one thing. I got no melon. Melon, kiwi and strawberry, little pot thing of them. Should have got them as well. That's going on the list though. Cake, not cake. Marmalade. Not a big fan of marmalade, to be honest. Barley water was a proper 70s thirst quencher. Le Pringles. Pringles, no. Jam, I haven't had jam in years. Blueberries, I could do with blueberries. I like blueberries in my porridge of a morning. A new hat. I haven't bought a hat. I need a new hat, don't I? I do definitely need a new hat. And somewhere to hide them all because there's just too many of them already. IB machine or ice cream? No. Do you hear about this dyslexic drunk who almost choked to death on his own Vimto? Antibacterial wipes I have. Thunder roll, no. Watermelon. Freshly squeezed orange juice. No, I don't drink a lot of orange juice. Especially not fresh orange. It's a bit acidic, isn't it? Lime marmalade is nice. You're not the first person to mention that. I haven't tried it, lime marmalade. I wouldn't mind having a go with that. Fig rolls, I like fig rolls. Tan pasta, I've got loads of tan pasta. Lubricating jelly, KY. That's what it is. Tuna in the area. Barbara, there's too much butter on me tuna ciabatta. Mince pies, not yet. I'm going to have to buy some of them this year now. Bin bags I have loads of. They're there. Never had that one, it's worth trying. Pens. I bought loads of pens last week. Not even them ones. Cheap ass ones from Tesco. Tesco's own pens. Notepads. I have pads all over the hockey. I mean, literally everywhere. Everywhere you look around here, there's a pad and a pen. Kitchen roll. I think we need some for the kitchen. As a family, not just me. Paracetamol I don't take, apart from in Lemsips. Last time I did try to take paracetamol on their own was the day that my brain exploded. Washing up liquid. Flu meds, lemon curd. Tissues I'm always sniffing. Now, I do that I do that constantly. I think the cold doesn't help. And also the fact that my nose has been broken that many times. There's like a letter S at the top of it. So it's difficult to breathe in through the nose occasionally. I have to do that. Fig rolls are lovely. Plenty of tan pasta, loads of it. You love a fig roll. Get more fig rolls. There's loads of it. Everyone likes fig rolls here. We're doing well. Deodorant, I have loads of that as well. Olive oil, crepes, a chair for Horace. I don't think many supermarkets do teddy bear chairs. Horace food. Horace will eat anything. Chocolate. I've got some chocolate somewhere. Shaving foam. No. Very, very rare that I shave. I've still got some Harry's left anyway. If I do want to get rid of the sidey bits and what have you. Shower gel. I'm still using my barber club, shave club, whatever it's called, barber's club. So it's such a lovely smell. No Johnny's unless it's for a poshy. Shampoo, still got loads of that. Conditioner in the area. Just for men. Now, what you see is what you get. A hat. Sausage rolls, now you are talking. I wouldn't mind sausage rolls. Copy of Vezel. No, just go and find them in the bushes, don't you? The hedges. Man, you don't like fig rolls. A fig roll would be a really, really handy receptacle for goo as well. De-icer. I have some of that in the back of the car. Fly repellent. Ugh, mayonnaise. No mayo. Ugh. Esther, how you doing? You okay? Incense. That's illegal, isn't it? Unless you're from Banks near Southport. I make my own. Full fat. Obviously. Donuts. Oh, we had donuts the other day. I never had one. Everyone else had them, apart from me. Mashed potato. I'm off potatoes completely. I forgot something, so you're adding to the list. 20 John Player Special and a pack of Silver Rizzler. Of course. There's always that little skinny bald fucker who, whenever you go to a garage, we've got 10 ciggies and a packet of king size Rizzler, mate. I wonder what they're for. The smelly sticks. Sprouts? No. An Easter egg, that won't be too long, will it? Where are we now? On the 22nd or the 21st? No, that's the time, isn't it? 16th of October. Easter eggs will be around and about in about 3 weeks' time. Non-alcoholic drink, I have some. What did I forget? Advent calendar, Adam Sandler. Either or. Incense sticks. I could do with an incense stick. Yeah, I mentioned that the other day, didn't I? Tinsel. I have got tinselitis. I do not like crimbo. Fairy lights. We might fairy light up the back here. See if we can hang some. Just a little string of fairy lights in the background. Coloured ones. Maybe blinking, maybe not blinking. We shall see. Olive oil, sunflower oil, tin foil, cling film, saran wrap, mini Christmas tree, fuck that sky high, advent calendar for now instead of Christmas. That'd be better. Why don't we do that every month? Why don't we buy 12 advent calendars every month? We'll just start opening them at one and work our way through till the end. Haribo. I did have some the other day. Sweet baubles. Dental floss. 27 yards of dental floss. Spirit level bubbles. Tartan paint. There are Easter eggs still on sale from last year. Whose B-Day is next? Where are we on? Next, I think... Next will be Mandy, I think. The next birthday, the next Paul's birthday. Are we not getting Crimbo deckies? We might do. But if we are, they will be very, very much Paul's themed. What else we might get as well, at some point, if I can find it now, because I've hidden it somewhere. We might have a Sunday League football team. And there might be some Sunday League merch. Because we've now got a badge as well. Bears Paws Town Football Club. I think that's a better badge than most Premier League football clubs have got. So there could be footy themed merch available. A long wait. Plenty of people have been asked for that. Left-handed screwdriver. Don't let your birthdays in January. January the 40th. We can add you. We can add you to the list. Because there is going to be a tour, an 8-mile radius tour shirt with everyone's birthday on the back, and we're going to be playing the nearest venue to you that was around at the time. We need Danish swear word week. We need some swear words and power expressions in your life. We do. It's Bears Paws Town FC. By far the greatest team YouTube has ever seen. Whoa, you're shit. Town, yes. I was thinking about it. I wanted it to be BPM, so it was like beats per minute. And then I thought no, because the only thing I could think of with them would have been Marauders or Maulers or Midlothian or something. But then I thought, what do you do when your team wins? Town, Bears Paws Town. Decorations, Christmas decorations, deckies. They are deckies. Get the deckies up there. A local radio DJ has a decky alert running from about October. Are you putting your deckies up? Bears Paws Municipal FC. Oh no. It can be changed. It hasn't been printed yet, but I think that's a good looking badge, that. I really do. Plus it's in proper fit for purpose colours. It's a bit Huddersfieldy, I know that. But I like it. I like it. I like it. Crimbo Zekis. I might be tempted. Not a Christmas tree. An actual little tree that we can put fairy lights on. I wonder, could we buy a little tree, even a fake one, but not a Christmas tree? Close to 10, 11. I love the... You can see the cogs moving in Ali's brain now. What's close to 10, 11, 11? Come on. Mon the Munis. Up the municipals. Very, very painful. We're talking 11th of January. Sound. Well, yeah, there's going to be an 8 mile radius tour t-shirt with some artwork on the front, and on the back will be your birth date and your nearest venue, and everyone's will be on there, so it's going to be really representative of the people that are in this particular stream. That will be getting done at some point this week, hopefully. I already have the artwork for the front, so should be schmool. Ali, you're January 2, and so is your wife. Every day's a learning. It should be every day's a learning day. You can always learn something new. Absolutely. There's so much going on in the world. As 8 Mile Radius sponsoring, they could be. Actually, yeah. The shirt could be sponsored by 8 Mile Radius. In the same way that Ipswich is sponsored by that knobhead. Yeah, actually that would work, wouldn't it? The logo there. Have to make up some kind of sportswear clothing company for there. And then 8 Mile Radius on the front. January, people like your late mum. My sister's also in January. Ali's close to 20. 20th of January, close to 20th, aren't you? Paul's Institutional Soccer Society. The Piss Boys. Casper, your mum's neighbour is a Christmas tree farmer, of course. Can you send a seed and then we'll some have a Christmas tree? A Rolls Royce Christmas tree in 7 years? How long it takes? 7 years? Bloody hell. I wonder if we could do that. That'd be boss, man. We'll have a Hummel kit. Hummel no longer shipped to the UK, so you've seen your ass with them. It can't be an actual, genuine one as well because, you know, copyright and all that, like. But it can be inspired by. I wonder, could I do an Adidas trefoil paw? Could I make a bear's paw into an Adidas trefoil? That could work well, couldn't it? Actually, yeah. I'll design that later. I can do that. I am capable. Trefoil paw. Watch this space. That would work. That's obviously part of the reason why all the paws that I've got 3 on them. There's 3. It must have been there for a reason, so... Yeah, man. This is going to work. There is a kit manufacturer with a Paw logo. It is Kelme, Spanish team. But they've got 4. They've got 4 on theirs, not 3. A Harris Tweed kit. That'd be brilliant. I was still, one of these days, I wanted to win the Euro Millions rollover. And I was going to buy Derby County, the Rams. I was going to play them, make them play in white woolly jumpers. And I was only going to sign players whose surname was Barr. Because I was bored. Nineteenth. We have that written down. I could have told you that, but I wasn't going to. Your mum was 20 after. Oh, loads of people got birthdays in January. It seems to be a fairly popular month. Summer holidays, and then 9 months later, kids are born. Oh, bit of box fizz on the furniture. Can't stand the heat. Get out of the kitchen. Yeah, I've decided as well. It's not a whale-litter, it's a fur-litter because it's the bears. Because I'm weird like that. Almost 20 years ago. Man, it's horrible, isn't it? Parents getting frisky in May and June. Yeah, it's holidays, first couple of weeks off work. Bada boom, bada bing. Similar Euro Millions bar dreams. Take over that Jurgens on the Strand. I hate that place. Call it the Denver Bar. Playing nothing but Slippy G's, slip on the screens. 24/7. Absolutely 24/7. But he's loved in the city. No, he isn't. Half the people there love him. The other half hate him. Furniture. I've got an uncanny knack of silly things. Nothing important, always silly things. I'm great at doing stuff like that. 5 people with the same birthday as you. I was born on the exact same day. Not just the same birth date, the same day, the same year, same day as Roberto Carlos, the Brazilian left back. Maybe that's why my left foot's so good. Even though I'm right-footed. Channeling my inner Bobby Carlos. People born in October, their parents were frisky at New Year's Eve. Says Esther, born in October. Yep. There's patterns, isn't there? And I think those patterns... When Italy won the European Championships, they were expecting a glut of children to be born in the January, February, weren't they? February, March, is it? 9 months after. Everyone's going to celebrate the win by getting jiggy with it, and there's going to be kids all over the place 9 months later. World Cup win, population explosion. 2 of them are second cousins. Family party, by any chance? Man, that your birthday is Pearl Harbor. Cray cray. Guess your nephew was born on your birthday, unfortunately. Mad on it. Why hasn't that jukebox changed? That's not the song that's on now. Bizarro. Yeah, didn't know you were born in the 40s, Mandy. You look well on it. You scrub up well for someone that was there for Pearl Harbor. Remember the 7th of November. Why is that dookie not working? Why is that not working? Hang on. Pixel Chat TV, if anyone's interested, Pixel Chat TV. I wonder if I open it up, will it change? It knows it's not the right fucking artwork. Stupid thing. Stupid thing. That's why you said your birthday day. Not the actual day itself. That's going in the calendar. If you're on people's birthdays and you know where they live and you know where the nearest venue would be, just buy a t-shirt when they come out. It'll be good. Right, the year is England's World Cup win, which people think is the reason, except your parents were Welsh, so not likely. Yeah. Or maybe it was a case of they're never going to fucking shut up about this. Turn the telly off. Come on. I've had enough of this already. Bloody English. Ah. I bet you there was loads of people born now within 9 months of that World Cup win. Definitely loads of people. Loads of people called Bobby or Jeff and things like that. Just happens, doesn't it? Constantly. Oh, man. It's fucking raining again. No need for how much water's come down today at all. No need, mate, no need. What does that make mine? April. There's a load of people in Ireland called John Paul after the Pope visited Ireland. Yeah, I think that was that'd have been a very similar thing as well, even in England. 1980 was that 81. Yeah, plenty of kids born after that, named after him. Named after a Polish goalkeeper. Weird, isn't it? Well, he was the Pope as well, like, but you'd rather not think you were an avoidance baby. Oh, well, unfortunately, Mandy. Why else? World Cup night, parties in the street. Oh, get away from all this. I fucking hate these fucking English, I do. Come on, Gladys, get up them fucking stairs, will you? I've no idea what your mum's name is. Probably isn't Gladys, but you know, first Welsh name I can think of. Because obviously Gladys Street, Everton. Kirsty, you need to charge your phone yet again. Early 80s. What was it, 81? I seem to remember it. '82. Ah, yeah, 82. There you go. Who'd have think it? Who'd have think it? Not me. The name Karen is dying out. You can't think why. Do you know what? It's really weird. I've got a friend called Karen, who, she's not a Karen, but she always used to have a typical Karen haircut, that shortish hair. This is even going back to the early 90s. She had the same kind of haircut. Like she was born to be a Karen. Bizarre. I wonder how she is. But yeah, after a while it suddenly goes. That name is going peaks and troughs. Loads of people named after it. Loads of people named after it. Not so many now. Not so many now. In 82, you were only 4, man. I was 9, and I think at that point, if it was the summery time of 1982, would we have been in the Netherlands? I think we went not long after that. Season started August, I'm thinking. And we moved over there about 2 weeks before the season started, I think. My dad went a little bit early, but we moved over and moved into a hotel just before then. Possibly. The Hotel Memphis it was called as well. Don't think it's there anymore. I'll check now. What is it? It was the Hotel Memphis. It's not anymore. No room availability, nothing, because it doesn't exist anymore. That's the one, fucking hell, man. This is mad. Seeing somewhere that you lived for a few months, all these years later. Hotel Memphis was a leading hotel in Enschede for many years. There you go, it's there. That's where we stayed. I used to eat schnitzel there all the time. Who deleted your comment? So it depends on what you put in it. Sometimes the comments get automatically deleted by either Botrix or by YouTube. So I've seen that loads of times. Even when you go into look for held comments, they're not there. It's bizarre. She's not a Karen, she's the Karen, yeah. Dressing up for court, sticking together Brits. Was lovely. Spotify has stuck, it has. Song's been on for ages. I just said this, Mandy, if you're actually listening. I said the jukebox hasn't moved, despite the fact that it is not the song that's on. The one that's on at the moment is It's My Life by John Bon Jovi. And it's done nothing. It hasn't moved. Hasn't moved. I've even put Pixel Chat on my screen, and watch this now. Watch the size of it now. Small. Minimal. Large. Pixel Chat knows itself that Bon Jovi is on, but for some reason it is not updating that on the screen. Turn it off. Turn it on, turn it off again in the area. It's off. It's back on, it's still there. Properties. Hang on. Let's see if this works now. Might not do, it might do. We don't know. We just don't know. No, apparently not. Well, that's a complete pack of dog wank, isn't it? So it's worked for 3 days. That's about it. Nothing named after Popey Opie. I remember Popey Opie when I was when we were over there. Off Football 80. I had a bad word on. Right. If there's something in there that shouldn't be there, then it's not someone stopping it. It just automatically gets taken out. YouTube has its own moderation. I think Botrix does as well, so it's all a bit weird. It's all a bit weird, you know what I mean? Like, right, Spotify is off. It's off. It's on. Connor, how you doing, bud? Yeah, of course you can. You can go behind the bar, not a problem. Ali's been on for about the last 9 hours, so. There you go, you're on. You're on bar. Karen from Finance is an Aussie drag queen. Sure, I wouldn't know that. Yeah, Spotify's off and then back on, and now with a completely different song yet again. It's all gone a bit weird. You were here all the time, but you didn't talk. No worries. When did I break 6 foot? It happened when I was 14. I was 5'10" and seemingly average. And then in the space of 6 months, I went to 6'4" at the age of 14. 6 inches is a lot to grow in the space of 6 months. It's not good. That's what Richard Ayawadi says on the IT crowd. I haven't seen that for ages. Everton are playing Ipswich Town away on Saturday, I think. We're away at Ipswich. Need an animated Horace to walk along the bar and boot the jukebox. Stop trying to give me work to do, Mandy. When I've got work to do. If you want to make it, you make it. There you go. I think possibly though. Luma Dream might be able to do that. Remind me, and I'll see if I can get. If I can take a decent enough picture of Horace on his own, and then like a side-on 3/4 view, and then see if I can get Luma Dream to make that. and then empty background him, and I just get him walking along, webbing shite out the jukebox. It might be once I restart the entire computer it might work, but can't do that while I'm streaming, can I? Would be funny. Didn't grow after the age of 11, got to a built 17 stone, 14. Built, proper built. You're on your phone so Nana can't see no jukebox. It's had bucks fizz if you can't stand the heat. Maybe that's what it is. The heat has been so much that we couldn't even get out the kitchen. It melted everything on the furniture. Bang out of order. Bang out of order. Yeah, your roomie went from 5'10" to 6'8", from the start of 9th grade to 10th grade. He also had stretch marks for days. I had loads of them. Bottom of the back, top of the thighs and groin. Just because that growing, I mean, 6 inches doesn't sound a huge amount, but if you try and slice an inch thick through the centre of someone, it's a hell of a lot of weight, it's a hell of a lot of stuff to build within the space of 6 months, it's mad. Yeah, until 11, Connor, mate. Beyond that, I don't think I'll be able to last. I need another Lemsip. I can have that at midnight. I also need to take me medicines. I can't remember if I had me stuff this morning. I get into such a routine. Get up at 7. Take my medication, have my cup of tea, pick Jess up, and then, because I was having a lie-in this morning, I think I just got up and made a cup of tea. Like a big feckin' Egypt. Ali, you're looking forward to your lie-in in the morning. Fighting the battle with your eyes for a while. That's good, that though. It's, getting back into it and working hard. Good stuff. You only grew a mere 5 centimetres or 2 inches on your dad. You had 4 inches on. Yeah, growing, any kind of growth takes a hell of a lot out of you. The more, the worse it is. When I was doing my exams at the time, me mock exams, the 14-year-old mock GCSEs, having to revise for them and then do exams during the day, go home, and I'd just fall asleep on the bed, taking my shoes off. Just that absolutely exhausted by the time I got back. It was horrible. I found myself, I started sleepwalking as well at that point because I was absolutely away. I'm proper away with it. My mind must have been slightly busy, but everything else just turned off completely, and then another part of me decided to wake up and go for a walk. It's crazy. It's not good, man. Rain expected to stop overnight. And what fucking use is that to me? Ali, how are you modding tomorrow? Modding it just a little bit. Want to see you modding it just a little bit. That's a groove. If you can make it, you will. That's good to hear. You don't get the notifications for the channel. It's weird the way the notifications work. I understand if you're doing more than 3 videos a day, videos, streams or anything like that, then it stops sending notifications. But there's people who are doing one thing, just one video, and you're still not getting notifications. It's mad. Don't know what's going on with it. Yao Chaub has got serious issues at the moment. Serious issues. Proper issues. Get tissues. Yeah, it's all a bit weird, Mum. It's all a bit weird. YouTube knows and won't tell us. They're also changing loads of stuff, aren't they? There's going to be 3-minute shorts. Anything under 3 minutes. 2 minutes and 59 seconds is a short now. All that kind of shite. You don't get the notifications that you're going live either. I do. That I'm going live. My phone blows up. Bizarrely. Constantly get an ad telling you 5 seconds save a life, but if you skip someone in Gaza, what? Every second YouTube, that's terrible, isn't it? Morning, Jackie. Have you got them turned on? Again, it decides on one particular day. It might send you a notification. The next one, nothing. It's bizarre, isn't it? There's all these new things that are coming in. Look forward to them. Jewels as well that are coming in. But you can buy so many jewels and you can just start pinging people. A little jewel here and there. The same way that you can on TikTok. That's all they're going in for, isn't it? Turn half of YouTube into TikTok. No need for it, man. We have what we have. We don't need anything else. It's all about the long form, man. It's about the long form. Alright, morning, Steve-O, Helen, Ruby. And Tom. It's worth having a look. Also have a look with, if you're not getting notifications, also check that you're still subscribed to people. So often, you go and watch a channel and think, I haven't seen any of their stuff for ages. And then look and you're not even subscribed because it's decided to unsubscribe you. Because it's weird like that. Esther's got a visitor. Look at the state of that. Een grote spin. Dat is een hele grote spin. Crazy shizzle. Get rid of that. Bin it. Is he paying rent? Doing press-ups. You had one yesterday as well. Horrible, aren't he? I had one in your sink. Trigger alert. I should have mentioned that, shouldn't I? Oops, sorry. Trigger alert. We just need a picture of the trigger, don't we, off Only Fools, followed by whatever else comes up. Anyway, it's 11 o'clock. I'm shattered and I need Lemsip, man. I need Lemsips. So, where's all my stuff? What do I need to get rid of? Other stuff, yeah. So you know what's ready, don't you? You know what time it is. Get on your dancing shoes, you sexy little swine. That's that.